This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for July 2nd, 2025. It's currently June 23rd, 2025, 10:52 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, 615 cents, that's USD. And the shuffle video for the July 2nd reading was created on June 5th, 2025 at 11:18 p.m. That's this video right here. So what we're going to cover in this video will be the overall trend direction and chart behavior for the day. We're going to give you the timing and chart behavior of the day's highs high, the day's lows low, and the best trades that we see throughout the day. We're even going to give you the hour-by-hour sequence of chart events with the timing usually on point to the hour. In most cases, it will be on point to the hour, but there are cases where you need to give it plus or minus an hour or two of wiggle room, and that's because it's the sequence of chart events that makes it's the most important aspect of the prediction, not each card's energy going left to right across the screen in the system of SO meta-analysis is going to line up perfectly with 1 hour of time. So it is that reason mainly that I do not recommend trading this information alone. Let my 26 years of mistakes in developing this be your gains, my friends. You want to trade this information seriously, you must have access to our early access subscription with the live Discord trade alerts and live trading view chart links. I'll show you how to get that at the end of the video, my friends, so stay tuned for that. Now, before we get that, I just want to announce to you guys, we have officially launched the enrollment for Investor Profit University. The curriculum, you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, click on IPU. The curriculum is posted, and the Join Now button is where you enroll. Highly recommend getting involved. It's with that system that we've got a performance of 897% in the last year in our brokerage account. And we're going to teach a select few, not everybody, but at the most we'll be training 15 people starting in October. Don't miss out on that, my friends. You'll be more of a master than anybody else other than myself, probably, unless I'm an insane teacher. But it'll give you a great aptitude and ability to trade this information. All the mistakes that I've learned along the way, you'll learn from those as well. All right, so the overall trend and chart behavior for the day, we've got an important resistance level on the scale of a multi-day chart that we decline from and then return to at least once in the time frame of the reading. And if not in the time frame of the reading, then very, very likely in the following day. Behavior around the highest high, we've got a rally into key resistance. When we meet that resistance, we abruptly turn around and decline past the point at which the rally into the resistance began. Behavior around the lowest low, we have a notable decline standing out on a one-day chart into a key resistance, into a key support level that we've recently met before as a past opportunity. And we're advised to trade around a U-shaped dip forming between two peaks. Now in the pre-market, we have a prominent move higher, full retracement. An important trough right around the open that'll stand out, an important trough, possibly on more than just a one-day chart, but we'll be declining out of the open off of a high thus far for the day. A decline in the first half hour that then turns into a rally, taking us to a higher price level, probably before 11 o'clock. That rally turns over with a crest, and we decline pretty notably into key support level between roughly 10 and 11. That's where we have a full retracement back into a key support level between 10 and 11 where we rotate sideways. Likely, we're rallying out of that support level into the 12 to 1 o'clock hour and creating another peak, not quite as high as the peak around 11, but another peak just before 1 o'clock. That rally is halted by a decline through key support, sharp decline into the 1 to 2 o'clock hour, and then very likely a retracement all the way back to that resistance before 3 o'clock, very likely before 2 o'clock, but before 3 o'clock. And then rally turns over with a fast sudden move higher and then a breakdown through a diagonal trend line that we were rallying across, through that diagonal trend line into a trough and probably a low for the day before 3 o'clock. We have a failed attempt to break through key resistance between 3 and 4, followed by a decline through key support. And we'll expect to break through that resistance between that 3 and 4 o'clock hour. It might be a little bit before 3, but we'll expect to break through that based on the technicals proceeding. but instead we'll decline through key support. However, right around the close, we should have another huge move out of oversold territory back into today's highs. If we're wrong about a day's high there at the end of the day, then it'll be at a higher price level the following morning. Sometimes that's how it works. Remember, plus or minus some wiggle room in some cases. Sequence of event, most important. And we either have an opportunity at the end of the day. We have several opportunities to close out of a long position opened in at that decline right out of the open, right? In that first half hour open along, you could close the long before one at a high. If you miss that opportunity, wait for a drop. You might add to the long, close the long at another peak, not quite as high, but if you add to the long, you'll have brought that cost average down a bit. You have two opportunities there, so if you miss the first one, there's another one before probably 2 o'clock. And if you really are like wanting to risk it, you could hold that long into the close for possibly bigger gains. But I always say take your profit early and run. A big move at the close into a high would offer opportunity to open up a short position for an overnight swing. And that's SPY for July 2nd, 2025. My friends, if you're serious about trading this information, let me show you how to get those game-changing services. You go to our website, Tarot for Traders, hover over Order Now, click on Subscriptions. It's the early access subscription. It gets you the earliest access to any of our public posts. They come out on our Discord channel here. All of the public posts come out earlier here. It gives you the live day trade alerts and live trading view chart link drawings, a chat channel, and all the SPY information right there at your fingertips to make it really, really easy. Our chart drawings are pretty accurate. They're not always accurate. This was today. Close a short, open a long, close a long, open a short, close a short, open a short. We were expecting another short here, but when cases like that happen, it's almost positive we'll have an opportunity to close out of that short in the following day or two. With that said, guys, much love and appreciation. Everybody that goes ahead and does it, $150 a month, and you make that back and some in just one trade, my friends. It's a no-brainer. I'll see you guys on that Discord, and blessings to all my angel investors following that roll of karma on the resources tab. Blessings. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.